the heck happened there? Stupid technology. Yeah, welcome to One Flight Down Basement Beer Tastings Advent Calendar Day 11. So, we've been doing these for 11 days as of today. Today, do I have a guest? Is Ken going to join me? Yeah, Ken is joining me. He's got the old school music going. It's some hip going.
Woo!
Very nicely done, Ken. So the reason Ken's playing the hip, I mean, who didn't love the hip in the 90s? I mean, who doesn't still love the hip? But the Tragically Hip, big part of the 90s soundtrack. And this beer was a big part of the 90s. Big Rock Traditional Ale. This is an English-style brown ale. It's out of Alberta, Calgary, I think.
Yeah, Calgary.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I had a Big Rock. Well, actually, no. Probably the last time I had a Big Rock would have been the last time I was at the Edmonton Fringe. That's it's the only place outside of the 1990s I've had a Big Rock.
I remember when this beer came out, it was like mid 80s, and I was on a road trip with some friends. We went through Calgary, 86 maybe, and that was the first time I tried it. And it was a staple, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I remember
drinking Big Rock.
I remember when I first started hanging out at the Toad in the Hole pub in Osborne Village. That was like they had all the imports, and then they had traditional, and I was like a 20-something with a low-paying home care job. I couldn't afford imports all the time, so I would have the traditional, and that would that was kind of, I guess, really my introduction to craft beer in a way, right? Like, if you'd call it craft, I guess it would be it would be like one of the early craft beers. At that time, the words craft beer didn't exist. It was more like it was called we called it microbreweries. Hey, Leon's watching. Leon says Big Rock and Molson Dry 90 staples. Yes. I kind of my 90s journey basically went Molson Dry, Big Rock, and then Fort Garry Dark. That was kind of my 90s journey. And then once in a while, if I had a little extra cash, I'd buy an import when I was at the Toad. So you ready to shaklook this?
Let's do it.
All right, let's shaklook this. Real delay there. Sorry, Catherine's not home today, so I had to shaklook myself. It's always tough when you got to shaklook yourself. All right, I need my glass. So I'm totally ill prepared today. I just did a recorded video right before this one, so.
Interesting color.
Yours looks darker. Well, no, yours looks the same on the screen. I'm just looking at what mine looks like right in front of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty dark, but like a red, right? Like a little bit of a red tinge to it.
Like a porter almost.
Yeah, it's gonna hold it under here. I always get a better overall view. On the nose. There's a sweetness there for sure.
I mean, quite honestly, in the 90s, I probably never poured this out of a can.
That's actually same here. Yeah, in the 90s, this was pretty much straight out of the tap was the way it worked. All right, let's go in for a sip. That's pretty good. Like I said, I haven't had one of these in a long time. It's quite sweet, which doesn't really surprise me, but I don't remember it necessarily being sweet.
No, it's almost nutty.
Yeah, there's definitely nutty quality there. In the 90s, I also used to do a lot of home brewing, and the only beer I was able to nail was a nut brown ale. Anything else just turned out like garbage, and that nut brown ale was quite nice. And it kind of has that kind of quality to it.
Well, there it is. I just reading the can right now. It says recipe gone untouched since Big Rock's founding. Toasty malt, sweet caramel up front, finishes with a nutty flavor.
All right.
Medium creamy carbonation and mild hop bitterness.
5% alcohol. It's not super strong or anything.
Yeah.
kind of online for style, right? Like British beers are generally in that 5% range.
I think it says 20 IBUs. If my eyes are playing.
I didn't see the IBUs. Where is that? Oh, I see where that's listed now. Yes, that's 20. Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty darn decent beer.
It's good.
Yeah, no complaints. So we weren't complete idiots in the 90s when we were drinking this.
No, we were ahead of our time.
I'd love to try a grasshopper again. That was a beer there that I used to drink a lot of in that time frame too.
Yeah.
And I know it was usually served with a lemon wedge, which I always appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I should get to the song, eh?
Yes, right. Let's do it. It's going to take a while.
All right. Here we go. On the 11th day of Christmas, Pants Tacky gave to me Big Rock Traditional Ale, Cronenberg Lager, Winnipeg is Rio, Sucrum's Desert Island, Farmery something Lager, Sucrum's all called Classic, Miller High Life, Tiskia Polish Beer, Old Familiar from Sucrum's, La Shop St. B, and a Stanley Park and a Stanley Park Waypoint Hazy Pale Ale. Did I mention I was filming another video before this one?
So close.
So close. I'm already I'm just knocking cans. I'm running out of room to do
Leon's waiting for all 24.
I'm just gonna have to I'm gonna have to memorize them at that point. My God. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, Leon, and maybe other people. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow's beer?
Good question.
Oh, that's going to be nice. The Blueberry from TransCanada.
Beautiful.
All right. So, Ken, you in for that? We'll do tomorrow evening around 7-ish or something.
That should be good to go. Yep.
All right. So tune in tomorrow as we tackle the TransCanada Blueberry Ale. Yeah, we'll see you all then. Cheers, everybody.
Go Jets, go.
Go Jets, go.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la.